The gatekeeper. You can take your legs from side to side while we wait for Minion. Mr. Slow Coach. Oh, we went to the beach yesterday, we got a tan. I feel like Malibu Barbie. I'm going to go today again. I'm going to strike. I'm going to start my union. The stay-at-home parents homeschool union has asked us to strike due to bad working conditions and no pay. So I shall be taking my children to the beach again today to enforce my strike.
And do some homeschooling. And do some homeschooling.
No, I'm on strike. It's bad working conditions, stressful, and no pay. No one can do that. Okay, back to the middle. Enough said about that. Okay, we're going to start up and roll up and do the hundreds just to wake up everything. So roll yourself up. You can keep your legs on the floor and just do the hundreds. So we're going to do tummies, and then we're going to roll to the side and do some legs, roll onto our tummies and do some backs, glutes. So just basic Pilates. Squeeze up. This is going to be easy for everyone because we usually do quite tough stuff. Just wake it up. And then just bring, while you're busy with that, your feet into a 90-90. Keep squeezing up. And then stop, stay up. Grab one leg in, take your head down, take the other leg down. And we're just going to switch quickly. One leg, then the other one. Keep kind of balancing so that you don't roll over from side to side. And then let go. Sorry, not let go. Lift up your head, let go, and still switch from side to side. Side to side. I'm still asleep. I'm thinking about my wording of my strike. I'm going to take it global. And grab a leg. Take the other one down. Take your head down straight and this leg out to the ceiling. And just give it a stretch and a whirl. So kind of just get it settled in the joint. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's just my leg is a bit stiff. That's all.
And then lift the other foot and edge off the floor. You can keep your head down because you're grabbing and switching. And switch and grab. Switch and grab. Just keep doing that. Stop wherever you are. Lift your head up. Let go and just switch without grabbing. And back to the middle. Take your head down. Take your little leg that you've got in your hand, just lift that up and take your hands to the mat and just do a nice little circle. If your hip is clicking, just do a half moon towards the side that it doesn't click. Keep your tummy in. And you can make that circle even bigger and bigger as you go along. And then bring it back in again and make it smaller and smaller. Like a spiral. And then switch sides and do your spiral again. Not switch sides with the leg, sorry, direction with the one that's in, oh my goodness. Today you need to speak Didi. And keep the direction and just make this spiral smaller again. Slide that leg down the mat. Slide the other one out, straighten it out. And start your spiral in one direction. Keep your tummy in. And make your spiral smaller. Oh, I've got clicky today, that's rare. Change direction and spiral it out again. Spiral it in again. And back to the middle. Slide that leg down the mat. Are you okay? Put your fingertips underneath your tailbone so that your back just straightens out naturally. Bring your legs into a block shape first, then straighten it out. And we're going to cross the legs over in a straight line. Keep it on top of your hips first. Get used to that feeling. You've got your fingertips underneath your tailbone. So don't go down too far so that your back arches too much, but you're going to slowly take it down, only to where you feel your back is arching. So if you can only go up there, that's fine. Go as far as you can without arching the back. Keep the tummy in. And bring it back up again. Keep it 90. And all the way down. Don't arch the back. And back to the top. Drop the legs down to the mat. Feet nice close to your bum. Lift up into a bridge. Secure your bridge. Make sure the tummy is in and the tailbone is tucked up. You can even put your hands underneath your hips to help you with the balance. And we're just going to lift up one leg in a straight line. Hold it there. You're going to bend that knee in to your chest. Stick it up again. We're just doing twice. Bend it in. Stick it up. Take that foot down. Stay in your bridge. Lift up the other leg. Bring that knee in. Stick it up. In. Stick it up. Back to a bridge. Lift up. Roll it back down. Onto your back. Then turn to the side where you can see me first, preferably. Lie on top of your arm. We're just doing clown, which is nice. Bring your legs in about 45 degrees and feet back. Lift up that top leg. If you have a band, you can put it around your legs. I'm looking for my band, but the children stole it. You can put it around your legs. That helps a lot to add some stamina to that muscle. Just up and down, nice and easy. Do not underestimate this exercise at all. My outturn looks a little bit better. How are you doing there back there, Lou?
Asleep.
Asleep still?
I'm having a snooze. No, I'm not really.
We'll have to wake him up if he's having a snooze.
I'm not snoozing. I'm really struggling.
Just up and down. And just it should go slightly numb after a while. We're just waiting for that. Squeeze up. Now, while we're doing, I forgot to say this, keep your tailbone tucked in and your tummy tucked in. So try not to arch your back to kind of make that movement bigger. Keep it tucked in and keep doing that up and down movement. Squeeze your bum as you lift it up. Keep the tailbone tucked in and then down to the bottom. Straighten out your leg, push it back a little bit, and we're just going to pulse it up and down. Again, tailbone tucked in, tummy tucked in. Just push that leg. You don't have to go crazy back, just slightly back. Take it up and down. Keep your tummy in. Take your arm over your head, the other one, and we're just going to bring the knee in, take it out. Bring it in, take it out, in, out. Keep doing that. Kick it back towards the back still. Keep the tummy tucked in, tailbone tucked in. You can turn that knee way up if you want. Is your hip clicking, Louis?
No, not this one. It's grown.
The gatekeeper is scratching. And back. With your hands next to the wherever you want. Kick that leg back, lift it up and down again. If it gets painful, just remember to keep that tailbone tucked in. And keep it there about 45 degrees into the air. You're going to kick that leg forward and kick it back as far as you can. Kick it forward and kick it back. Kick it forward, kick it back. Grip the mat with your hands so that you make sure that your back isn't unnecessarily arching when you kick back. Keep that tummy in, kick it forward, kick it back. Such fun. And back. Rest that leg. Turn onto your tummies. There we go. Bring your feet up. 90-90. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so feet up 90-90. And we're just going to separate. We're just going to walk the knees up. So one leg at a time. Lift the knee and lift the knee. Keep your tummy tucked in. Lift the knee. Lift the knee. Like you're walking on your knees. Not big. And back to the middle. Take your right leg down to keep your left leg lifted up, foot lifted up. You're going to lift up the knee, straighten out the leg, flex the foot. Hold it there. Squeeze up, pulse it up. Then we're pulsing up for 5. Then keep that leg lifted, bring the knee in, the foot in. Keep the knee lifted. Lift it up a little bit higher if you can. Send out the foot again, flex the foot. And hop it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the knee lifted, bring the foot in, lift it up. One more time. Send the foot out and bounce it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the foot in, lift the knee up, take it down, other side. Lift the knee up, send the foot out, and pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep everything lifted, bring the foot in, lift the knee up, send the foot out, pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Foot in, foot up and out. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the foot in, lift the knee up, take it down to the floor. Ooh. Take your arms behind your back, next to your sides. And we're going to kind of do this separate. We're going to lift up the chest, send the arms back. We're going to hold for 2 breaths. And then come down with the chest. Then lift up both feet. Keep it lifted for 2 breaths. Keep the shoulders down. Take the legs down, lift up the chest. Push back, hold it up for 2 breaths. Slide the chest down, lift up the legs, hold it there for 2 breaths. And again, lift up the chest, hold. And take it down, lift up the legs, hold. Squeeze that bum. Take it down, lift up the chest, hold. Lift up the legs, hold. Now bring the legs down. Now put the hands behind your head. We're going to add a little bit of weight with the arms. So we're going to lift up the chest with our hands, either underneath our chin and keeping it lifted or just behind our head. So lift up your elbows like you would do a crunch. Lift up the back, the chest, hold it there. All the way down, lift up the legs. Switch, chest up, hold. All the way down, lift up the legs. Take the legs down. We're going to do both now. Hold for 2 and take both down. So hands behind your head, shoulders, elbows up. So lift up both, hold, and down. Both, hold, and down. Both, hold, and down. And one more time, hold, and down. Arms next to your side. So we're just going to do a little bit of that shoulder mobilization that we usually do. So arms forward. You're going to keep it lifted at all times. You can put your forehead down. You're going to lift it to the front. And then scoot it back in the air. Reverse your hands onto your lower back. And just take it forward again. So this is going to be the first bit of the sequence. And we're going to keep it lifted the whole time, even when we do the bouncing. So keep it lifted in front of you, swish it back, reverse your hands onto your lower back, and to the front again. And just keep swishing. When you take your hands to the front, just keep your shoulders down like you do when we do chair poses. So don't scoot your shoulders up next to your ears, keep them back and down. Keep them lifted. It's going to sting after a while if it keeps lifted. I keep bumping the headphones. Just keep doing that. Now, when we go to the front again, leave it in the air, but stick it to the front. And in the air, without touching the floor, you're just going to bounce it 3 times at the front. And then take a diagonal. Bounce it 3 times diagonally without putting it down. Take it side to the side, bounce it 3 times. This is a nice big bounce. Take it to the front again. Bounce it 3 times. Take it diagonally. Bounce it 3 times. Take it to the side. Bounce it 3 times. And back to the front again. Shoulders back and down. Bounce. To the diagonal bounce, and to the side bounce. Drop it down, shrug the shoulders out. Did you enjoy that?
Oh, it's nice, isn't it?
It's nice, isn't it? A little bit of shoulder mobility. Okay, bring one leg in. Keep one foot in towards your bum. Grab the foot and just give it a stretch. So make sure you've got it at a comfortable place on your foot so that you don't overstretch your ankle or hurt your ankle. Pull that leg in towards your foot and then take your opposite arm out to the front. Now, it's easier if this shoulder that you're holding on to with the foot is pushed back and that arm is straight and that chest is open on that side. Keep the tummy in. We are going to lift up the knee on the one side and the opposite arm. So you're going into that half Superman. Squeeze that bum to lift up that knee. You can push the foot into the hand, which helps to lift up the knee. And take it down, switch sides. Kick in the other leg. Just pull that to the bum first. Make sure that shoulder is open and pushed back. That arm is straight. It's easier to push like I've said, the hand into the foot to lift up the knee. Kind of resist each other and that naturally lift up the knee. Just give that a stretch first. And then when you're ready, push the foot into the hand, lift up that knee, lift up the opposite side. And there we go. And all the way down to the floor. Bring your feet together. We do this one a lot. Put your hands underneath your hip bone so that you don't squish your pubic bone into the floor, your hip bones, that's quite sore. Squeeze the feet together, lift up that knee, those both knees. And you're just going to kind of pulse it up a little bit. It's not a big movement. Squeeze the bum and just pulse it. Warm up those glutes. Pulse it up. Try and relax your chest if you can. Just focus on those legs, those bum muscles contracting, lifting up the knees, and then keep it in the air, squeeze as much as you can. Squeeze that 20 pounds note. 20 pounds. 20 pound note. And let go. Drop it down. And we're just going to go up into the light cobra. Open up the chest. And come down again onto our backs. And just push back to child's pose to stretch out the back because we've been on our tummies for quite a bit. So push back to a child's pose. Just stretch it out. Nice and stiff, isn't it? Do you feel it?
Yeah.
And then turn yourself to the side where you do the other leg. So make sure you're doing the opposite leg now. You're going onto that side again, bring the knees in, feet in that kind of 45 degree. It depends, doesn't matter what your angle looks like. As long as you can lift up that top leg, that's fine. So on your arm you lie and just lift up into that lamb again. If you have a band, use it. It's a nice little added bonus if you have a band. And just slam it out. About 20 of these, 25 to 30, 20 to 30. I'm just going to say numbers. Helps to activate the meat. Are you okay back then, Minion?
Yeah.
Minion is back to work today. So sad.
Sad.
And such beautiful weather. I think you need to strike. You can strike with me. We can make banners and everything.
No. One must work.
And Laura, just 2 more. And then send that top leg out. Just push it back a little bit and just bounce it up and down. You can vigorously bounce it if you want. Just bounce it up and down. Keep the tummy in. Keep the tailbone in. Oh, there's a class at 10 on Zoom. If you're Martlesham Leisure or Ipswich Sports Centre, the login details is on your Facebook page. It's going to be very similar to this one. Just bounce it. Lovely. You can lift it up a little bit higher if you want. Okay, take that top arm over your head, and we're just bringing the knee in, kicking it out about 45 degrees. In and out. Kick it back as well. If you kick it back, don't leave it to the front. You okay, Lou?
Mm-hmm.
And one more. Keep your leg in the air. When you go back, stabilize your hand, bounce it again. Just a little bit. Tummy in, tailbone in. Especially now, if you're getting tired, you tend to lose that tummy in, tailbone in kind of feeling. And then we're just going to kick the leg forward and take it back. Don't arch the back too much. Squeeze your bum to take that leg back. So that back is more of a bum squeeze than it is a motion of the whole leg pushing back. So you're just squeezing that glute. I don't have much of glute strength. And one more. Woo! Bring it down, give your leg a little hug. Roll back onto your tummies. Not tummies, backs. Sorry, Lou. Okay, while we are doing the bump, take the feet wide and lift up into your bridge. Make sure the tummy is tucked in, tailbone up, ribs in, knees and feet to the side of the mat, but looking forward. And we're just going to do that knee thing where we're externally rotating the hip and back. Sebastian. Tummy in, keep squeezing up. And then back to the middle, just squeeze up, hold it there, and slide all the way down to the floor. We're getting pros at bridge. And then we're gonna, you can, again, put your fingertips underneath your tailbone for this. It's not necessary, but if you feel your back is arching, we're gonna keep the legs, we're gonna bring the legs into a 90-90, and we're literally just gonna toe tap. So you're toe tapping the floor. If you feel that you're arching a bit, just put your tailbone, fingers underneath your tailbone. Keep the legs 90-90. So keep the shape of the legs. It's a very simple, easy toe tap. So there's not a lot of motion. It's actually just the knee moving, and the rest of the leg stays exactly where it is. Keep your tummy tucked in. And then bring the legs 90-90. Bring your hands above your face. We're going to do dead bug. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Take it out. If your hip is kicking, instead of sending the leg out straight, you just do the toe tap we've just done with the opposite hand. It's exactly the same exercise because the knee is the thing moving. So just do that if your hip is kicking. It's not really worth aggravating that hip. So toe tap is fine. And back to the middle, just hugging your knees. And then we're going to do a taser, which is just a boat. So send out your legs above your hips, send out your arms, and we're going to see if we can roll up a little bit. It's not easy, so we're going to do it from this angle and from the normal angle. So all you do is you roll up into a taser. And then you bring your taser closer and you drop it a little bit. Bring it closer and drop. Roll back down again, legs above your hips. Is it time? Okay, leg above your hips. We have just a few more to do. So we're going to squeeze up in a crunch towards your legs. Keep your legs straight. Go as high as you can. Squeeze it up, hold. And then come down, put your hands down, do your tailbone lift. So just a little squeeze up. Just do 2. Bring your hands up again, squeeze up, hold. See if you can reach your toes. Bring it down and do 2 tailbone lifts. 1, 2, let's do that one more time. Lift your arms up, squeeze up, see if you can reach your toes. All the way down, tailbone lift up. Now for those of you who want to, you can stay there You can play around with your leg. We're going to finish with a shoulder stand. So you can roll up into shoulder stand. Look at me struggling. Roll up into your shoulder stand. You can drop your bum a little bit. You can put your hands there to hold on because it is easier. Just keep your tummy and your tailbone tucked. Find your balance. And we're just going to bring our knees towards our faces. Send one leg out. So you're kind of in that knee down, leg up position. And like a bicycle ride, you're just going to switch. And switch nice and slow. And switch. Switch. Now, for those of you who have the stability, you can put your hands on the floor. If you can keep that position without going onto your neck, please don't go onto your neck. You can put your hands down behind you. Otherwise, if you feel you're going to fall or you're going onto your neck, just hold your hands there to keep everything stable. And back to the top. Bring the knees down again. Don't go onto your neck. You can straighten out the legs if you want. Bring them in again. Hold that position. And we're going to roll down to the mat and hug in the knees. Take the feet to the floor. Let the knees fall open. Just relax your back. Relax your shoulders. Tuck your chin in a little bit. Just let the knees fall open. We've done a lot of frog over the weekend, so we won't go into the adductors again. And then slide your legs down the mat. We're going to do a roll up, and we're going to make it difficult today. So you're going to do it with your hands behind your head. It's kind of called a neck pull. So you're going to roll up, pulling your neck up, feeling your back off the floor until you get to the top. And just go into that, forward bend. Lift it back up. Open up your arms. You're going to take your left hand to your right foot. Hold it there. And switch to the other side. Hold it there. Switch again. Nice straight line with the shoulders. And switch. Back to the middle, hand behind the head again. Back to the forward again and roll it down. Putting your back on the floor without lifting up your head and down with the head. Okay, for those of you who want the challenge, if you bring your legs into a loose diamond shape and your arms behind your head, you're going to try and roll up without having the legs straight. This is significantly more difficult, so you give it a go. If you can't do it, just straighten out your legs like normal. So loose V with the legs and roll it up all the way to the top until you get to the top. Leave the legs there if you've done it that way and go into that forward bend. Grab your feet and just lean forward into that stretch. Give your back time to stretch out a little bit. We have done a bit of back bends. So just give your back time to stretch out. Lift back up to the top, roll it back down again. Feel your back down, place it down on the mat, take a nice deep breath in. And this is our last roll up. See if you can do it again. Roll it up, feel your back up. Keep the ribs and the tailbone tucked in until you get to the top. And then just grab your feet and go into that stretch. And lift it back up to the top. We are done for today. Can you believe that? Take a nice deep breath in. And see you tomorrow. Have a lovely day. See you. Some of you maybe